This is Donlyn Fraser from Living Your Best Life at 60, and this morning I'm going to be making dried cherry scones. We're going to need 2 cups flour, a half a cup of sugar, a quarter teaspoon of baking soda, a half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 egg, 3/4 teaspoon of almond extract, a quarter teaspoon of salt, a half a cup of butter, a half a cup of sour cream, a half a cup of dried cherries, 1 tablespoon milk, 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, and 1 cup of powdered sugar. So let's get started. We're going to preheat our oven to 400 degrees, and we're going to line our pan with parchment paper. And we're going to set it aside. We're going to mix together our half a cup of sour cream, half a teaspoon of almond extract, and our egg. We're just going to mix those completely together. You can already smell the almond. It smells really delicious. Okay, and once it's completely combined, we're going to set it aside. We're going to whisk together 2 cups of flour, a half a cup of sugar, a quarter teaspoon of salt, a quarter teaspoon baking soda, a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Once we've whisked our dry ingredients, we're going to grate a half a cup of butter in. We're going to take 2 knives to cut in our butter. We want to cut this in until it looks like a coarse crumble, kind of like that. We're going to add our dried cherries. We're going to gently stir these in. Now for our sour cream mixture, we're going to add that in. And we're going to completely combine these. We're going to use our hands to shape this into a disc. I've floured my parchment paper, and now I'm going to place my dough on top of it. We're going to use our hands to shape this into about an 8-inch circle. And actually, I like to wet my hands because it makes it easier to work with the sticky dough. It's very important when you're working with your dough that you keep in mind that you have to have an even thickness. We want this to cook evenly. So it looks something like that. We're going to cut this into 8 slices. So I'm going to go across, and then across the other way, just right in the middle. And then we're just going to cut these right in half. We're going to bake these for 17 minutes at 400 degrees. While our scones are baking, we're going to prepare our glaze. We're going to take a cup of powdered sugar, a quarter teaspoon of almond extract, 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, and a tablespoon of milk. We're going to whisk these ingredients together. You can really smell the almond extract. If you don't like almonds, you can substitute vanilla extract for the whole recipe. So it's just something to keep in mind. We're going to take this glaze and set it aside, wait for our scones to be done cooking. I've taken my cherry scones out of the oven. I'm going to let them cool for 20 minutes before I put on the glaze. I did have to bake mine for an extra 3 minutes because the center was very gooey. So make sure you touch the center and make sure it's firm to touch. I've transferred my cooled scones onto a serving plate, and now I'm going to drizzle on my glaze. These cherry scones look fantastic. We're going to serve them for breakfast this morning. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you for cooking with me.